What's good, people? Welcome back to Love, Sex, and Society with Bridget, Angie, and Don. We got a damn good show for y'all, so stay through to the whole end. I promise you, you are not going to be disappointed. Stay through to the end. If it's your first time tuning in, please do us a favor. Hit that like, notification, and subscribe, and share it. Share it with your friends, because I promise you, they're going to need the shit we talking about tonight. Bridge, you want to set it off?
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Hey, Bridget.
So my
Bridget.
topic, yes. My topic is, well, first of all, I keep seeing like these clips going around social media and they keep saying like narcissists are demons.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if either one of y'all have ever dealt with like a narcissist, man or woman. I don't know if y'all want to start it off by just like explaining what a narcissist is or like your experience with a narcissist. For those who don't know, because there are some people, believe it or not, that don't know what a narcissist is, and then you got some people
Mhm.
that I feel like just be slinging that word around.
Yeah.
So I just want to like get into exactly what a narcissist is. Do you feel like they're demons? What's your experience of a narcissistic man or woman?
I'll let you go in first, Ange.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like there's a particular woman in my life who was a narcissist. I'm not going to throw her out there because that would be disrespectful of me. And my grandmother told me to never disrespect them. So I'm not going to do that. But she is a woman that continues to do the same thing and then turns around and, she's like, how can I explain this? How can I explain this? It's like she keeps doing dirt to people and then wondering why people don't want her around,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
you
mm.
know?
Yeah.
Or why she isn't deserving of the privileges. Hey, Blow. Or she's not deserving of the privileges that she believes that she should be
Mm-hmm.
because she continues to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we all wish things were different, but they aren't and they haven't been for as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, hopefully one day she'll grow out of those ways.
So I dealt with a narcissist, and I didn't realize that she was a narcissist at first.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because anytime that you do something to somebody and then play the victim
Mm-hmm.
at the end of it, you know what I'm saying, just to try to gain control, that's narcissism at its fucking finest.
Yeah.
Um, and like just remembering back, like she would do things, and then when I would be like, well, no, remember you kind of did the same thing. It was like, well, you can't just throw that back on me. Well, yeah, you kind of just did that to me. Like you just threw it at me. I'm
Right.
just reminding you that you did the same thing. Like, and narcissism is a form of control, and that's what a lot of people will utilize it as, because they're
Don,
like,
I don't
okay,
mean to cut you off. Can you bring your mic a little bit closer? Because it just sounds like a little, like it's
I sure
far.
can. I,
Thank you.
can y'all hear me a little better now? Is
A
that
little bit.
better?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Is that better? If not, I'll switch out mics. Um, but yeah, like it's a form of control.
Yeah.
And anytime you deal with somebody and you see that they have that controlling aspect, look for that narcissistic ways in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because we overlook certain things, and we're like, okay, well, I, I told y'all before, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like that the cute things, we got to look past what's cute and look at what's real.
Right.
Because a narcissist will control your whole damn life, and They will make you not even realize that they're controlling you. They will make you feel like you're giving them the control.
Mm-hmm.
Like I sat there in that relationship, and when it was all over, and I was like, oh shit, like I got played whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like I was literally controlled the whole fucking time. And it wasn't until I sat back and I was like, yo, no, I'm not about to deal with this shit no more. And I was like, what the fuck? She's
Yeah.
playing you the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime I would bring up her faults, she'd be like, well, you don't just have to keep pointing the finger at me.
Shut
And
the.
I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'm just creating an argument. Maybe I'm wrong. And I was like, I was being fucking controlled.
Yeah.
I was fucking
Do
puppet.
so? Do y'all? Okay. So like the videos I keep seeing going around. Do y'all feel like because I'm not like not to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
I feel like with narcissists, some of them can be self-aware, but I feel like a lot of narcissists are not self-aware because
They're
they lack
not.
accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lack accountability, you tend to like not be self-aware, like, oh, this is me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the ones that are self-aware and know, like, you know, that they are narcissists, they might can try to get help, but I really don't believe it's any type of help for that. So do you feel like, I mean, of course we know it's like a mental health, you know, disorder, but do you feel like it's like they're possessed by a demon? Like what people are like, I'm just saying, because people keep going around saying like narcissists are demons. So do you feel like their like body is being, because the thing is, even the ones that are self-aware, it's like they have no control over them doing the things that they're doing, even though they're self-aware, like, dang, like, why do I do this? But you can't control it. So do you feel like it's like a demonic spirit that's controlling them?
So a narcissist that's self-aware is a psychopath
Mm,
because they know what they're doing and they're utilizing that to the best of their ability.
true.
That's a
Those the
psychopath.
demons.
No, the demon is the person who's being invaded by a demon is the one that does not know that they're being a narcissist. And yes, that is demonic.
Mm, okay.
Because you're being controlled by a force that you're not aware that you're being controlled by,
Yeah.
but you're doing it every single day. The
Yeah.
psychopath, the psychopath knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. It's not it's their narcissistic ways is truly a form of control.
Yeah.
The
Um, so I feel like, so the ones who don't know what a narcissist is, because believe it or not, there are some people that don't know what a narcissist is until like they deal with a narcissist. And like I said, I feel people slang that word around a lot. But narcissism is basically like a personality disorder. Like, you know,
mm-hmm.
um, so, and also like because it's a personality disorder, I feel like narcissists struggle with their own self-image, you know. Um, this is my experience. Like, because I dealt with a narcissist for a big period of time of my life. So, um, it's like I feel like I know. I'm not gonna say I know every single trait, but I pretty much done seen every single trait in someone who's like a full blown narcissist. You know. Um, but number one, I feel like they tend to like cling to people who are empathetic because they know those are the type of people that, you know, when you're empaths, like regardless of how someone's treating you, feel sorry for them because you're thinking like, what's wrong with this person? Like, why is this person like this? You can't understand when you don't
Mhm.
operate like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they really are attracted to empaths. Um, and then also I feel like they're attracted to empaths because they really admire how empaths are because they lack the traits that empaths have. like
Mhm.
Right.
compassion, things like that. So I feel like they're attracted to empaths, but they also, it's like, they get one, but it's like they hate them. They're jealous of them, so
Mhm.
they're going to do things like not acknowledge you, like when it's your birthday, or like say you accomplish something, they're going to try to downplay it, like, oh, it's just another day. Like
Hmm.
that's
Mhm.
a famous line that narcissists say, like, it's just another day, like it's not that serious, like,
Mhm.
um they're not going to try to like compliment you. They're going to try to like always humble you. um like, I don't know. They do the love bombing, the manipulation. I was talking to someone today, but like they definitely try to manipulate people, because a lot of times, like I said, they admire the traits of the people that they attract. So what they do, because they know that you're an empath and you have a heart for them, they're going to try to manipulate you mentally to make you feel like you're less than what you are, so that they can keep you in a cycle of like controlling you, like you said, Don. Um, but yeah, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like narcissists, um, I don't know. I feel like with narcissists, like I feel like a lot of people don't really understand, like, and like the extent of the manipulation of how like it's so hard to detach from one. You know, like I don't know if any of y'all, like, it's not like Angie, like if you have one of your family, like how do you maneuver like with that person still in your life?
Mhm.
Um, but yeah.
So one huge trait that I've learned about narcissists, they're social chameleons.
Mhm.
So any group that they get into, they can meld themselves into that group
Mhm.
so that they become a part of the inner workings of that group.
Yeah.
So, for example, five people, let's say you, Angie, and three of y'all friends, and y'all have a narcissistic person that comes into the group, they will mimic your ways. They will they will make you seem as if they've been a part of that group the whole time. So
Mm,
this way they can get in the middle of that group and start to control the people in it.
yeah.
That's a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most of them are very, very good at being social chameleons. Um, they'll change their appearance. They'll change the way that they move outwardly so that everybody accepts them. So
Right.
that if they do something wrong, they're going, "Oh, they couldn't have did that. They're a
Right.
good person."
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely put on a mask for, I feel like
Hmm.
they put on a mask really for the people, some of the people that's closest to them, except for their partner. Like they're gonna put on a mask for their partner when they first meet them, but it's like that mask gonna come off, and then it's gonna be like, But usually that's why, like, say if someone ever leaves a narcissist, and then the victim goes to like the family or the friends. Not saying the family and friends might not have seen some of the characteristics, but sometimes it's hard for them to believe, because they're like, what?
Hmm.
No, this person could not do this, because they put on this good ass front where the rest of the world, like, it seemed like, oh no, this is a great woman, or this is a great guy. Like, they
Yep.
could never do this.
Mhm.
But it's like they let that mask off in a partnership, to where you be like, no, like this is like mental and verbal abuse. That's
Mhm.
really what comes from a
Mhm.
narcissist. Um, and then I also think, like, you got some, I'm not going to drop no names, but you got some narcissists that's in the industry. Like, so it's like, I feel like sometimes when narcissists get like money, fame, they equal that to power. Like, imagine those type of
Mhm.
narcissists, because they feel like it's easier to control people because they have fame and money. I feel like also what makes narcissists dangerous is substance abuse too. Um, I just feel like if your mental health ain't right and you're abusing some type of substances, that's gonna take the narcissism to a whole nother level.
Mhm.
Um, but I feel like what really what I want to talk about though too when it comes to this though, I feel like when like yeah, I feel like it can be hereditary, like people having mental health issues, but I feel um a lot of it, especially when a narcissist come from like childhood trauma, you know,
Mhm.
basically like, you know, feeling invalidated as a child and stuff like that. Um and it's crazy because I feel like empaths at the same time, they have a childhood trauma too, but it's completely opposite of a narcissist. Like, you know, so I feel like they both have like some inner child wounds. And it made the narcissist very cold and shut out and not empathetic. And then the empath, you know, didn't felt like they had to like earn love. So
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the empath has like the almost the same type of inner child wound as a narcissist. It's so wild because they come together, right? But it's like they both lack something so serious as children, but it's like they're doing the opposite as adults. So the empath feel
Yeah.
like I want to love this person to heal them because they need love, you know, and a narcissist don't believe that like, you know, love can be real, you know, and it's like they
Mhm.
both have this inner child wound. One made them cold and one made them love too much to the point where you're ignoring when someone is blatantly toxic and you still want to love the fuck out of them, you know? Um, so yeah, I don't know.
I
Like,
So
feel
I
like I
go ahead.
feel like that's like probably like a difference in the reaction of the trauma.
yeah,
You know, I feel like, you know, if you go through that trauma and it makes you angry, then, you
yeah,
know, it probably turns into narcissism. If you go through that trauma and it makes you sad, then that probably turns you into an empath because, you know, an empath because, you know, you don't want other people to feel that way. But, you
exactly.
know, y'all been sitting here talking and y'all know what I've been thinking about this whole time, like
Yeah,
comparing a narcissist to something.
yeah,
The movie Mean Girls.
true. Yeah,
Mm, mm, okay.
You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
She
know
was,
they were
mm-hmm,
Regina George, she was a narcissist,
mm-hmm,
and then you know they got Katie and they turned Katie into a narcissist, and
yeah,
you know started being mean to her original friend Janice Ann,
yeah,
and then yeah, Janice Ann
yeah,
had to shake Shorty out shake Shorty out that shit, and then
yeah,
Regina George got hit by a bus.
yeah.
So I
And,
I know a narcissist who genuinely thought initially that she was using sex to control men.
mm,
So she would have like she would literally have sex with multiple men
What?
as a means of controlling them.
okay.
And this is personal story. Like I really knew this chick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then later on, she started using sex to control multiple different people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, you don't want to be my friend. I know how to get you in. You know what I'm saying? And I'll use sex to pull you in. And then once I got you in, now I'm gonna get into your mind and I'm gonna control your mind.
Right.
And this person did this shit from probably age 12 to well into their 40s.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like
Wow.
literally would have
Poor thing.
multiple guys that they thought that they could control
Mm-hmm.
in a gangbang. Like because in her mind, she was in control.
Yeah.
Even though she was a part of a gangbang, like there was multiple guys fucking
I
her,
can't wait to clip that. When
she
Dawn said
thought
gangbang
she
and me
was
and Bertie was
in
like, I can't wait
control.
to clip that. I can't wait.
You stupid.
Can't wait to
She thought that she was in control.
mm.
But later on, as her narcissistic ways grew,
Mm-hmm.
she figured out how to really make that shit work to her advantage.
Yeah.
So she would only have sex with somebody if she could control them with sex.
Yeah.
If she couldn't control them with sex, she would cut them off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like what like why do you I mean I feel like I know why, but like why do you feel like narcissists want to control someone?
Because they don't have control over anything else in their life.
Yeah, yeah.
They need something to
It's that,
control. They need something to, they need something to, yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. They just need something to control, and they don't have control over anything else in their lives.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really why they become narcissists,
and
because
that,
they
and that
have
starts
nothing to
back from
control in
childhood.
their life. So they try to control a person. They probably don't even have control over their self, over themselves. Don't even have control
No.
over their emotions. That's how you're not. That's how you're being a narcissist. You
Yeah.
know.
And that starts back from childhood, though, usually. So somebody who was constantly being controlled as a child,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
so what to do, when to do, how to do.
Mm-hmm.
As they get older, they go, you know what? I have to grab some type of control. And some do it consciously, some do it subconsciously. The subconscious ones, those are the ones that's inhabited by a demon because they don't even know that they're doing it. And they do it without any type of, they don't have to put forth any effort to do it. It just happens for them. That's their personality trait.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that know that they're doing it figured out, okay, I had no control. Now I'm going to gain all the control.
Yeah. I feel like narcissists I feel like because of their ways, I feel like they tend to push people away. And so I
Mhm.
feel like, you know, a lot of them are like have like well look, let me stop making statements, but anyway, I feel like they tend to push people away because of their toxic ass traits,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like like I said before, they're drawn to empaths, because those are the people that they can control,
Mm-hmm.
um and I feel like it's just, even though I feel like they're cold hearted as shit. So I honestly can't really say that narcissists really want to fucking be with somebody, because it's like I feel like they can have a good person, they still gonna push them out their lives just based off their toxic ass traits.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they might want multiple people. And even then, it's like they want someone to
Mm.
hold around because they know that the average like even while they choose empaths versus like there are women who are not, I'm not gonna say they don't have feelings or nothing, but there are women who are not empaths. Like you have
Mm-hmm.
women that are like they could go to they mother funeral and they not crying, like, you know what I'm saying. You got some people that is like just not in tune with their emotions. Empaths are highly in tune with their emotions because
Mm-hmm.
not only do you know your own emotions, but you feel other people's emotions,
Right.
so it's like if you get an empath, like I said, there it's like to them it's easier to manipulate because it's like, oh, if I'm playing games, he or she is more likely to give me a second chance versus someone who, man or woman who is not an empath. You as a narcissist try to run game on somebody who's not an empath, they're gonna be like, bitch, you can go today, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But an empath is just like feel like, oh, I have to fix them. Let me give them
Mm-hmm.
some love because clearly
Mm-hmm.
they need some fucking love.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like a narcissist appreciating someone trying to love you, because that's what you lacked as a child, you manipulate them and control them and verbally and mentally abuse them. And, you basically is trying to push them to exactly how you feel because you have no feelings really. Um,
So an empath is the person that a narcissist feels like they have to win over. Everybody else is easy, but an empath sees they understand the feeling.
mhm,
They can feel what they're feeling, and they have to win them over.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Everybody else is easy to them, but an empath, it's like
shit.
it's
I feel
like
like it's the opposite. I
you
feel
think
like
so?
I feel like empaths are easy for their asses, if it's an empath, if it's a very naive empath, like me,
Okay.
for
Okay.
example, I am an empath, like, always been an empath. So, okay, when I'm young and I start dating a narcissist, I'm going to be very naive because I never dealt with a narcissist. You feel me?
Mhm.
Now you got 34-year-old Bridget who's done dealt with a narcissist for a long period of time where it's like, yeah, I like feel for people and I be like, dang, they need love or they need this, they need that. But I also am very much self aware of what a narcissist is, what
Mhm.
narcissist traits are. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's almost like mentally, it's like when I see a narcissist or the things that they do, it's like mentally like, oh, he's doing this. He's shit flaming. He's
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? I'd be like mentally like, oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you motherfuckers and narcissist. Like
Mhm.
this some crazy ass shit, but like some people don't even know like there are like even little fucking traits for you to know if somebody's a narcissist. Like, say if you go on a date with someone and they're walking ahead of you instead of walking next to you. That is a
Mm-hmm.
trait of a narcissist. Like, because they
Mhm.
either don't want to be seen with you or they feel like they're superior to you. So
Mhm.
it's like little things that I feel like a sweet little empath that ain't never dealt with a narcissist could like, there are definitely like little signs before you even see the bigger signs, like them lacking accountability, and then not only they are lacking accountability, they shifting the blame to you, and it's like all of a sudden it was about you disrespecting me in this moment. Now, like I did everything in the world wrong. Um, but it's like, I feel like when you deal with a narcissist, being an empath, you still got the same heart. But I feel like if you run into another narcissist, yeah, you still got a good heart, and you might notice that okay, this person that's coming to me is definitely a narcissist. You might try to help them, but if you see that they're like, I feel like sometimes with them it's to the point of no return. You know, I feel like you're more likely not to just get caught up in the cycle of a narcissist, because I feel like once they manipulate you in that cycle, it's a hard and long cycle to get out of. I feel like it's a lot of the reasons why people be like, why is this man or this woman in this abusive type of relationship for so long after he done beat your ass and did this and did that? A lot of times it's a narcissist, mentally, trying to manipulate you just to control you. They really, you're probably 9 times 10 better than them, but they
Yeah.
try to dumb you down to make you feel like you're not shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And make you
Yep.
feel like, oh, nobody's gonna want you. It don't matter how successful you are. It don't matter how beautiful or handsome you are. Like no one's gonna fucking want you. So you might as well stay with me. Like I'm gonna give you a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of love, then I'm gonna take it away and treat you like shit. Um, so I don't know. Like I can go on and on with fucking narcissists. I'm Cause it be blowing my mind, because it's like, yeah, I'm an empath, so you gotta think regardless, like that I'm very aware of narcissists. Like it's like you're gonna continuously, because people love that trait about you. People love that you are an empath, that you're nurturing, like you operate out of love. You're very like emotionally available, like so you're gonna tend to keep running into those type of people, as an empath. But I feel like empaths have to learn who to give your love to and who not to give your love to. I don't feel like an empath should ever like change their heart, because if you operate out of love, that's beautiful. But you can't just give that to someone who's trying to manipulate you to control you,
Mhm.
and tear you down. Because I feel like empaths are great people. I feel like we need empaths, but I feel like a lot of empaths be like, it's like once they deal with a narcissist, it's almost like I don't want to give myself to nobody in the
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
and it'd be
Yeah.
so sad because they be like, why me? Why me? Because it feel like, number one, you already grew up with like having like trauma from a child, and instead of being cold about it, you tend to try to love people more. But then it's like
Mhm.
you run into these evil ass people that dealt with almost the same type of trauma as you as a child, and it's like you getting beat up even more. So I feel like as an empath, even if you are, narcissists do tend to like attract to you. You have to have that discernment. You have to know them signs, and you have to not let them manipulate you into this cycle of abuse.
Yeah, I feel like my last relationship, which I believe is why I stayed. I believe I stayed in it so long because it was like my first like real, I guess, relationship once I became an adult.
Yeah,
Mm.
So I guess I didn't really know the, qualities of a narcissist, didn't really know, what that was and stuff like that. I was in my early 20s and, we were we were really close friends at first. And, after we broke up, I started seeing like, the qualities of him being a narcissist. And I even started seeing qualities as far as, when I first met him in fucking
mhm,
ninth grade.
yeah,
Like, started seeing those qualities as far as, then, like his, his when we were in high school, he dated a friend of mine. And it was cool for me and him to be really, really good friends because, we were friends before they got together, but she couldn't have friends that were guys, small shit like
Mm.
that. And then, growing up and, being in a relationship with him, you know, uh basically, it was just an extremely controlling situation. He wanted to be my only friend and he wanted to be the only person that I hung out with. And, he was letting me know that, the friends that I have aren't really my friends. And, the way that they
Mm.
treat me, they aren't really my friends. And just, just even just small shit of, making fun of the TV shows that I like to watch, to the point that, I wouldn't watch them because I know as soon as I turned it on, he would make a comment.
yeah,
Mm.
Shit
Yeah.
like that,
Mental control. Mental
just
control.
yeah,
Yeah.
mental control, physical control, um just yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
It's and when you're in the midst of a relationship with a narcissist,
Mhm.
you don't always see it. You
Mhm.
how
you
so?
you actually will sit there and go, is it me? Is it something I did wrong? Because that's how they
Yep.
make you feel. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And they will build on that shit. They will
Yeah,
Mhm.
stack that shit up so fucking high that you can't see outside of it. And you're
Mhm.
yeah,
sitting there going, well, am I just overreacting? Am I tripping? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, because they
Mhm.
gaslight you.
Yeah.
Like they should blame, then they'll gaslight you, switch your words up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, like I said, I feel like as an empath, you have to be more awakened too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like,
Yeah.
okay, the first time you ever deal with a narcissist or run into a narcissist, you're gonna be very like you not even gonna know until probably you're done, if you make it out, bitch. I hope you make it out. But
Right.
Yeah.
anyway,
Right.
but like if you make it out and if you heal, that's another thing. Because if you don't fucking heal, you're not gonna pick up like, hold up, like the patterns. You know what I'm saying? I feel like healing is like you gotta spend time alone, right? I feel like after
Yeah.
every relationship, but definitely with a fucking narcissist, oh my God. And depending on
Yeah.
how long you
Mm-hmm.
deal with them, because it's a cycle you're gonna
Mhm.
stay in. I'm telling you right now. But it's like you gotta heal so you can pick up on those signs. And the next time being an empath, you're gonna, they're gonna come to you, they're naturally gonna attract to you. But
Mhm.
it's like you're more like aware. You're more to put a boundary up, like, you know, and then not
Yeah.
just that, but like even after that period of being awakened to narcissists, when you get to a level where it's like, boom, as soon as you see it from day one, oh no, you gotta go. And I know it sounds crazy as hell, but I feel like you can tell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely a lot of signs there. Do y'all feel like narcissists should be by themselves?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
because
think
they're
they
ruining
should get
people's
help.
lives. Oh my God, they're ruining people's lives along their path.
Mm-hmm.
And for every person that they ruin, that's a person that's no longer going to trust another person.
Yeah.
So, oh my, I know a narcissist that's been married 3 times, and everything about her says it's the other person's fault. And I'm like, well, no. If you've been married 3 times and you find problem with everybody else, you're probably the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But for them, they're never the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just when somebody gets tired of their bullshit and the narcissism, they'll move on.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for them to seem like they're not a narcissist, they'll go, "Oh no, it was them the whole time." And they'll try to spread that shit as far as it can go, so that other people can look at them at the other person and go, "Yeah, well, they must have been an asshole. They wasn't shit." But lo and behold, if you've been married 3 fucking times, you need to kind of start looking inward,
Yeah.
because all 3 of those people couldn't have fucking done something wrong to just you.
Right.
Yeah. I feel
You
like
know what
people don't
I'm saying?
like to evaluate the common denominator in their problems.
No, they try to avoid the common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or just self reflect. Like, I mean, even if you could sit here and be like, all right, I know this person did me wrong, you still should self reflect. Like, what part did I play in it? What did I
Yeah,
Yeah,
do? You
absolutely.
know, you can't never just think that you just perfect. You know,
but
not
that's an
saying it.
Yeah.
empathic thought, though.
Hmm?
That's an empath. That's an empath thinking, not a narcissist thinking. An
Yeah,
empath is going, you know what? Let me look at the whole equation and try to figure out what part I played in in the damage.
yeah,
That's an empath, though.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And you know, remember, even what Angie said, like narcissists, the way they think, yo, let me tell you some shit about them. They is hilarious. They are the type of people, like Angie was saying earlier, they will push everybody away from them and be like, you wasn't there for me. Like, bitch, you pushed me away. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna be there?
Mm-hmm.
Push me away. Like
Mm-hmm.
it really
Oh
don't
my
make no
god.
sense. They'll push everybody away and be like, no one was ever there for me. Nobody was there. No, everyone
Mm-hmm.
tried to be there for you. Like
Mm-hmm.
you treated everybody like shit. So now it's like no one's gonna keep tolerating that. Like, you know, um,
They're extremely negative.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
before we wrap
Extremely
this up,
negative. And I feel like they always trying to play the victim, like something's always happening to them. And they always wondering, why this is happening to me and blah blah blah. But it's like you always wondering why something happening to you. Maybe it's you,
yeah,
you
yo, let
know?
me tell
yeah.
you,
Maybe it's you.
y'all have just
Hmm.
y'all have just clarified, Bridget and Angie, y'all have clarified something for me that I was battling with about a previous relationship, and
Mm,
y'all just cleared that shit the fuck up.
yeah.
Same,
So,
Dawn.
previous relationship, she she goes in, she gets sick, she goes into the hospital, but she's at that point she's pushing me away.
Mm,
So it's like when I try to beat it, it's like no, no saying don't, no saying don't come, whatever, blah blah blah. Second time they're in the hospital, when they want when they feel like they're losing grip of me, it's like, oh, you can't come see me in the hospital.
yeah, yeah. It is
Yo,
definitely a game of like. push and pull.
Yo.
I'm gonna push you away, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna pull you back in. The moment that
Yep.
they
Mm-hmm.
start to like detach, it's like, oh, let me pull you back in
Mm-hmm. Let me
for
pull
you
you back in. Yep.
Yep.
here all the way.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
yeah, it should be a game with them. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like people should definitely be aware. I don't know. Like, part of me do feel like some narcissists are fucking demons because some of them can't control like their like a relationship I wasn't with in our past. He was like full blown fucking narcissist, yo. Everything you could think of that a narcissist could do, this nigga did it. And it's like, I don't. He's definitely not a self-aware narcissist, but that motherfucker could like lash out and say some crazy shit, and that motherfucker wouldn't even think twice to think like he did anything wrong. You know, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy to me. You know, like I don't know, like they just a different breed. I feel like as an empath, I still feel sorry for them. Like, you know, because it's like, damn, like you really struggling mentally. You know, which I feel like everybody struggles mentally, but it's just to a whole nother level, and it's like and not only that, we ain't talk about this though, about how like they operate out their ego, of course, because
Mm-hmm.
they have personality. They, you know, they don't know their self image. You know, they struggle
Mm-hmm.
with their own personality.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's also like they'll do anything to protect that image that they try to create. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like don't you dare don't you
Yeah.
dare try to expose them for who they fuck for who the fuck they really are. You know, them be the fucking crazy motherfuckers trying to kill you.
Well,
Yeah.
we gonna wrap this up with that.
Yeah,
Because I promise you, we could do a whole fucking show about narcissistic motherfuckers.
I
We've
know.
all had them. We've all dealt with them, and we've all fucking recovered from it or recovering from it. Um, we could talk about them motherfuckers. As a matter of fact, we gonna do a whole show, the narcissist, and we could talk about them motherfuckers all day.
Yeah.
And what you got for us today?
Okay. So my topic for today is
Hmm, are we
What?
losing you? You broke up.
Yeah.
am I back?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question, shit, I don't lost my train of thought. Help me out. Oh, okay. So the question, what do you bring to the table? Do you think that it's a valuable question, or do you think that it should be retired from like the dating conversation?
Mm,
I personally think that it should be retired from the dating conversation because I feel like there are better questions to ask to be able to get the answer that you want out of that question.
I agree.
I feel like there are way better questions to ask. Thank you. Thank you, Nisha. There are a million other questions that you can ask to, you know, to yeah,
Yeah.
to get that answer. And I
yeah,
also feel like I don't know, I feel like that question one already has a dirty taste to it
Mm,
because of how like I guess you can say like controversial it is, I guess.
mm, yeah.
And
what you say, Bridge?
yeah, I feel like yeah.
I agree with Angie because I feel like number one, if you're actually actively dating someone, you will see what they bring to the table by asking those questions. You know, like it depends on what each person is like looking for. Um, if if someone is like if it's a woman and she's looking for someone who is a leader, a provider, protector, you know, you'll I mean, I guess you'll know through action and through conversation, you know, getting to know that person. Um, I feel like, and I don't know if you're talking about like when men be asking women, Angie, like, because I feel like I don't feel like, I mean, I'm not going to say women don't ask that question, but me personally, I've never heard of a woman like,
Yeah,
sir,
I've
what
never
do you
heard of a
bring to
woman
the
saying
table?
asking that.
Like, you know, I
Yeah.
feel like men be wanting to know what women bring to the table, but um, I feel like whatever woman you choose is what you want to be brought to the table. Cause I feel like it's men that want to sit there and overlook things about women just based on attraction, and you know that this bitch ain't shit, you know? But it's like, if you want a good woman that's nurturing, caring, loving, that pours back into you, that also is ambitious, like you know, like if you want a woman to possess certain qualities and that's what you want your woman to bring to the table, then you know that's what you should be looking for and like taking seriously. You know, like but I feel like for real, I feel like with the topic, men that want to sit there and ask women like, what do you bring to the table, is really because you fail to you wanted to look past surface level things with women in your past, and maybe you're scarred by it. I don't know. Cause I feel like I don't do y'all get what I'm saying or no?
Yeah, I
Like
No,
get
I
you.
do. I definitely
if
do.
you if you know, because I feel like men, you know, men are very visual. So I feel like, of course, like, you know, not to say that men aren't looking for women like with certain morals and qualities about them outside of their looks. But I feel like sometimes men choose women based on their looks and nothing about them screams a good woman. Like, you know, and then it's like, oh, I let her use me and do all this stuff. So now I need to ask bitches when I get to the table, what do y'all bring to the table? Like, no,
Hmm.
like you can date me and get to know me and see my character. You could be like, oh, I'm sick. And like I could be like, okay, do you need me to bring you some soup and some crackers? You gonna see that like I'm a nurturer, you know? But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people can tell you anything either way. I feel like it's only when
Mm-hmm.
you see a person in action, like, you know, like who they really are, you know? Because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when people sit there and bring, you know, I had one of my clients like ask me one time, he was like, yeah, I ask women this all the time and they always fail. And he was like, I always ask, what do you bring to the table? And I'm like, well, I'm not talking about my career. Like, I'm like, I'm loving, I'm nurturing, I'm a good aunt, I'm this, I'm that. I said everything but the fucking question that he wanted me to fail at. He wanted me to be like, oh well, I'm an entrepreneur and I don't gotta lead with
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I
Mm-hmm.
do.
Like,
Like,
what is
but
an interview?
yeah.
Right.
Well, no, I feel like we was just talking about like, you know, fucking topics that people talk about on podcasts and stuff like that. Like, you know, but he like, dang, you're the one person that answered it correctly. But it's like, for real, I could just be telling you that just because I know that that's a question that men be waiting for women to lead with their career, which you know, they say you're not supposed to. But either way, I feel like you'll never really get to see the extent of someone's character until you see it in action, you know?
Yeah, put them in that. Mm-hmm. In that
What you think?
situation.
So Ange, when you're sitting down with a guy for the first time, now I know that it's been many years since you've had to do this, so I'm gonna need you to dig back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? How do you find out what a man is bringing to the table? Because men are looking for, like Bridget said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a nurturer. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna look out for you. I cook. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How do you get to the bottom of what is a man actually bringing to the table? Like who's coming to the table with you?
You asked the wrong one because I'm still working on it.
Ask
I am
me.
still working on it because I still have a very hard time accepting things from my boyfriend. I have a very hard time accepting help from my boyfriend. I have a
Okay.
very hard time
No, he's
accepting.
asking. He's not asking that. He's
Mm-mm.
asking like,
Like
what?
when you, yeah, go ahead.
No, I understand the question, but
No,
I'm
no. He's
oh
straight
okay.
asking. I get what you might not be willing to, but when you are looking for a man, you know, you look for a man hypothetically or in the past,
Yeah.
and you're like, what does a man bring to the table for myself? What are the qualities of a man that you be like, okay, this is a man for
Hmm.
me because these are the requirements for him to bring to our table.
Like, what does he do, or like,
Yeah,
am I asking
like
him a physical
I can
question?
start it off like me, like a man that's a protector. Like if we're going on dates and it's like, to like, oh, let me walk on the outside so you walk on the inside, like, you know what I'm saying? Or let
Oh,
me
yeah,
let
yeah,
me sit
yeah,
a
yeah. Okay,
certain
okay, okay,
way.
okay, okay.
Let me sit a certain way in a restaurant to make sure if somebody come in here with a blicky, like I'm here to protect you and I see it coming before it comes. Like,
Yes.
it's certain traits that you can see
Mm-hmm.
while dating someone to know if they're a protector, like, you know what I'm saying, if they're a provider, like, if they're a gentleman, like, you know yeah, like Nisha, are you loving, are you giving me reassurance, like, are you selfish, do you talk about yourself all the time, do your needs only fucking matter, like, like I feel like these are all things that it's like, as a woman, like, it's not just the what do you do, how much money do you make, but it's like, how can you make me feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Nisha said, I want to know if you have daughters, sisters, are you loving, right? Like, because I feel like that also determines somebody's character.
So like when you and B met, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was something about him that said, "This is it." May not, even though you may not have thought that way in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
in your subconscious, you had already placed him in a certain position.
Oh, I already know the answer to this question. And it's been the same
So
answer since I met him when I first met him and we couldn't date. It's the same thing.
what made you put him in a position of, you know what, this is my long term, this is my forever
Yes,
dude?
I know that answer. My boyfriend is the most respectful man I have ever met.
Okay.
Brandon is the most respectful, the most chivalrous. It's 2025. I have a chivalrous boyfriend.
Okay. And
That's
I
what
know that,
that's
I could see that about him already. So
that's what made that's what that's that those are the signs that, showed me that he has a lot to bring to the table, because just he's unapologetically respectful. He's
okay.
unapologetically chivalrous. Other guys, oh, you simping. No, I'm just a nice person.
Hmm.
No, I just love my girlfriend. You
Right.
know, shit like that. That's what, and he doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck. He does not care. Boys clown him and stuff like that, blah blah blah. And it's like, I'm sorry that you hate your girlfriend, but I don't hate my girlfriend. So, I'm not gonna be like that. Like, he's always been respectful. He's always been the guy to hold the door. He's always been the guy to open a car door. He's always been the guy to, give $1 to a homeless man, go out of his way to help an old lady that he sees can't reach something on the shelf in the grocery store, get it for her, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, I like that, Angie. 'Cause I feel
So
like
it
those.
was
Yeah.
so it was his actions more so than his words
Oh,
that made you
absolutely.
see.
Absolutely. Because me and Brandon worked together. Also, and I also feel like that was a big part of it too, because we met at work and I could see his work ethic from, when he was a lot younger
Okay.
to what it is now. And, it hasn't changed. It's just gotten stronger, because then, we was working. We was always at work, picking up hours and all that. We was always at work. And, he was always trying to, find a better job or something like that. And, even now with the job that has now, always picking up shifts, always trying to, you know, get more hours so he can bring in more money and stuff like that. And he's also always been a little bougie, so you can't be broke and be bougie.
Shit, you can be a little mix of both.
Is that Bougie?
Well,
That's a new
see,
one. We
he's
go
bougie.
create a new
Like
one now.
he's the real
Bougie.
kind of bougie. He's the
Yeah.
real bougie. Like we ain't rocking fake stuff thinking that we fresh because it just look good. No, no. He's talking about, oh, like last year for his birthday, he got what, a Louis Vuitton bracelet.
Yeah.
Why do you need a Louis Vuitton bracelet? For what?
Yeah.
I don't even think I've ever seen him wear
Because the
it. He
LV
bought
means
it
he loves you. That's why he
because
needs
he
LV.
just likes,
He loves
he
you.
just really likes nice things. He grew up liking nice. Hey, stop, be quiet, Brandon. He just grew up. He was raised. He was raised with really nice things. His mom is a woman that really likes nice things. So that's just the way that he was raised. That's just what he grew up on, and he just keeps it like that. And he likes me to have
Okay.
nice things. So,
So,
Um.
so Bridge, when you sit down with a guy, right?
Mhm.
First date, first, second date, you sit down with a dude. Because guys need to understand where women are coming from.
Okay.
mhm.
When you sit down with a dude, how do you establish the fact that he is, you know what I'm saying, that type of guy? You know what I'm saying? That,
Can I say
you know what I'm
something
saying?
before
What's he
she
bringing
answers
to the
this question?
table? Yeah.
So, me and Brandon was talking the other day, right?
You gonna cut my
And
time off? Go
no,
ahead.
listen,
Reclaiming your time. Reclaiming your time.
listen, because
Right.
I
I'm
think
trying to find my fucking husband, bitch. You got
no,
yours.
listen, this is it. No, listen, this goes with it. This goes with it. This goes
Go
with it. This
ahead.
goes with it. Brandon was like, if I was single or with you being single, if a man wanted to lock us in, all they gotta do is watch the show. Because if we ain't dropping gems for our perfect man, then what
Yeah.
are we doing?
Right. Yeah.
Like, so if you're fumbling the bag with Bridget, you're a dumbass.
Shut the fuck up, Angie.
Just throwing that out there.
Well,
You're
I
an
I don't
mean,
idiot.
want a dumbass, so if
I
you want to be a
agree.
dumbass, be a
Because
dumbass. I
we're
ain't got no
we're
problem.
we're making the roadmap for you. So if you can't get my bitch heart, you
It's okay.
stupid.
It's okay.
How you gonna
The
fumble
the
this
right
fucking
one gets
bag?
my heart.
Stupid.
God sent. Um. So I don't know. Like me, I definitely like a gentleman. Like, cause I got like homeboys. Like I got one of my homeboys is literally like a brother to me. When I'm with him, I don't touch no doors, no car door, no restaurant door, no
Hmm.
door at all. Like real shit.
Yeah.
So definitely a gentleman. Um, like I definitely like to see someone that's ambitious. I'm not saying like you gotta be exactly where you are, know like your full life's purpose, but definitely like ambition, ambitious, drive, goals. um what else? Like I like someone that's not just a gentleman, but someone that's like soft with me, like like I'm a little sensitive, so like even though what it seemed like, I don't like when men are like, and it might be from like childhood, like, I do think it's from childhood because I was talking to one of my friends about it. But like, even if I have a disagreement with someone, like, I still don't want you to like yell at me and stuff like that. Like, so I like someone who's like very soft spoken. If we having a disagreement or a misunderstanding, it still can get communicated in a like nice, soft tone, because at the end of the day, like I'm still a woman, like, and to me, like it just don't sit well with me, like a man yelling at me or something, like, or if we having a
Yeah,
disagreement, like that bothers me. Um,
I'm a baby.
yeah, like
You
yeah,
better
me too. So that
cry.
definitely like seeing their relationship with their mother or their sisters or their children,
Hmm.
um like I feel like that is like a tell all sign of like how a man, if he appreciates or respects women or not, um and even like if you have children and like your relationship with your kids, like to me that's like a huge reflection on your character. um yeah, so and then like I said, just like a protector, um I don't know. I probably can't like a nurture, like same type of things that like I give. I feel like we talked about this shit like recently. Like I don't know why. I feel like this is the same conversation that we had, but like same type of thing. Just like you pay attention to detail. Like like if I say I like something, it don't even gotta be something expensive. Like it could be something very very small, but it's like you're paying attention. You know, I like a man that like studies me, like because I feel like I'm gonna study a man that I want to be with, so that you know I can. I don't want to say make him happy because I feel like people should already be happy, but add to his happiness.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
Fellas, y'all better be taking. Y'all better be taking notes, bro.
um,
Better be taking
but
notes.
yeah, like I
Get
don't
my
know, like
bitch. Wife up my
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. I want to say I'm probably missing some stuff, but yeah, I just want a nice, loving guy, someone who's not. Oh, that's another thing. If you are not in tune with your emotions, like if you can't communicate, like yeah, like I like someone who can communicate whether you think it's gonna hurt my feelings or not. I respect men like that. Like I really
Mm-hmm.
respect a man that will tell me the truth whether it hurts my feelings, even though that shit gonna hurt my feelings, probably gonna cry. But I still respect men that just can communicate and just are honest. Like, I feel like a lot of men don't realize that. I feel
Nikel said
like
they better be screen recording.
you know,
They better
but yeah, like just
take
someone
my bitch on
who
a date.
communicates, and is emotionally available, someone who is consistent and someone who is in tune with their emotions, like if you were brought up and you were taught or felt like you had to like suppress your emotions, and so now you're a grown ass man that's like don't know how to handle your emotions when they're brought up, then I would say like you're not the person for me, because like you need to know how to control your emotions. We all have emotions, but it's like if someone makes me angry or do something to me, it's not like not do something to me, but if we having an argument or something like that, it's not gonna cause me to physically lash out on you or anything like that, So I feel like yeah, we're gonna have emotions. Emotions gonna go up and down depending on like situations, but I feel like you should still be able to control them, you know what I'm saying, and not let it overtake you. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much it. I think so.
So the guys, and I hope I speak well for the guys. Um, when we sit down with a lady for the first time or second time, and we're trying to figure out what they bring to the table, we're not looking for what they financially bring to the table. We're looking for what do they emotionally bring to the table. Like on my down days, can I lean on you? You know what I'm saying? When I'm not at my best, can I look forward to you making me feel better than I'm already feeling?
Hmm.
Um, there are women that have been so scarred that even when their man is down, they'll find a reason to kick him even further. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
we're looking for the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
And if there's any guys that still on me, let me know if I'm not speaking right for y'all. But men basically want a safe space. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The
I
world is,
pause
is
you,
beaten. Uh-huh.
but I also feel like men who want a safe space has to also bring peace into a woman so that she can
Absolutely.
give that back to him in return. Because I
Absolutely.
seen this
So
online recently, and I feel like it. I don't know. I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm gonna let you continue. But it was like men be like, "Be my peace," but you be cheating, you be lying, you be doing all of this shit, and you want a woman to be peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it has to
Mm-hmm.
be said that it's like you cannot be bringing chaos to a woman and think that she's gonna give you peace.
so peace, and a lot of people don't realize this, that in a relationship, a peaceful home, even if y'all not living together, a peaceful space is the paramount of any relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a peaceful space, you're going to find a way to find that peace elsewhere. And that's
Yeah.
for men and that's for women. Women, if a man is argumentative all the fucking time,
Mhm.
they are looking for that one guy who's going to hear what they're saying, and they may be complaining about their current relationship, and that guy is sitting there going, you know what, just talk to me, let it out, get it off your chest, because everybody needs a peaceful space. And if you want a peaceful woman, give her a peaceful space to start with. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm Bridget, what you said is you hit the nail on the head. A lot of guys will go, you know what? I can be a shithead, but I want her to give me peace. Nah, if you a
Hmm.
shithead, she gonna give you. She's gonna mirror back to you what you giving her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what.
She's gonna mirror your shit all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you a shithead,
Yeah.
then what she's gonna do is she's gonna be is pardon my language, ladies. She gonna be a bitch.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're sitting there going, well, how you expect me to be a certain way if you want to be a bitch when I come in the house? Well, if you
Right.
ain't give her a reason to be a bitch, then she probably wouldn't be a bitch.
Right.
Yeah. You also gotta, make sure that she's also in the space to, to be able to give you peace. You can't, you know,
Shit can't
rely
be
Like,
on
one
her for
sided.
everything. You can't rely on her for everything and then also want her to be your peace too. Like, she probably tired as
mm,
hell. She
It
can't
can't.
be exhausted and try to be bringing somebody peace.
Yeah.
She ain't even got no peace within herself.
I'm
What?
gonna put a pin in what you're saying because Bridget would say, I'm gonna put a pin in what you're saying. We're gonna talk about that. As a matter of fact, we might end up not doing my fucking segment. What you
Yeah.
just said, I'm gonna put a pin in it. Bridget, what you getting ready to say something?
I feel like
We're gonna
it can't
talk.
be one sided. Like
Mm-hmm.
you wanting peace and you wanting reassurance or you wanting this, it can't just be about you. Like
Yeah.
you have to give that to a woman. And like just like Don said, like women are, we mirror you. We Y'all are supposed to be leaders. We naturally follow men. Like women, you can meet a man today, and if he like watching anime, if she fuck with you enough, she gonna start loving anime. Like it
Yeah,
don't matter
Mm-hmm.
what the hell you
yeah.
do as a man. When a woman loves you and fuck with you, everything you do, she gonna fall in love with right along with you. You
Which is
know?
so funny that you say that because my narcissist ex boyfriend loved anime, and to this day, I hate that shit. I can't watch it.
Well, I'm just saying, like
I
but I'm
cannot get
talking
into
about
it.
like a real leader though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at a man and he's a man and you trust him to lead you, naturally you're gonna follow.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's like if your woman ain't bringing you peace or there's any type of issues, it really is a direct reflection of what are you
Hmm.
doing? What are you bringing her? Why is she feeling this way? You know what I'm saying? Like women
Exactly.
don't wake up and be like, let me choose violence. Let me cuss this motherfucker out for no reason.
Hmm.
Like it's like if a woman is like
Happy,
having
happy.
type issues or like keep coming to you about a problem, it's because you're the one that's not fixing the problem. Um so it's like, yeah, like women want to bring you peace, women want peace too, but I feel like we were saying, it can't be one-sided.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, I feel like right now that's why the whole, like, for black women, I feel like that's why the whole, like, soft girl era thing is
Mm,
so big right now, because we're taking our time back. We're taking our peace back.
yeah,
We're not about to be everything for everybody anymore.
yeah, yeah.
And we're reclaiming our time, and we're reclaiming our peace, and we're reclaiming our softness,
Right.
because we're not about to be taking care of everything, and then always being tired and always being angry, always being anxious and shit because we got 50,000 things to do. No, that's why I told my boyfriend the other day. I said I'm a baby now.
Yeah.
I need to be taken care of. And yeah, I am. I'm a baby. And when I get around you, I don't know anything anymore. My brain is not going to work.
Yeah.
And that will be my time of softness.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of where men used to be, honestly. Um, I will definitely challenge anybody who's married. You will sit there and go, babe, where's my tie at? Nigga, when you were single, you knew where all your ties was at, your slacks, your shirts. But now, when you get married, it's like, where's my tie at? So who was it? I want to say it was Marlon. Every mood and every move is reciprocated.
Yeah.
Um, so I have watched women, right, over the course of, I don't know, probably the last 10 years. They've gravitated more towards football. You know what I'm saying? They watching football with their man.
I
They
love
know
sports.
more, and they get so into it, they know more about the game than they man do. You know what I'm saying? Like they know who's playing where and what they doing and what team they going to. But fellas, and I'm gonna take y'all off for 1 second. I need to really talk to the guys real quick. Yo, guys,
Dawn.
I'm y'all still here? Y'all still hear me? If your woman is willing to do these things for you, there's nothing wrong with you sitting there and embracing her likes, her dislikes. If she want to go to the museum, go. You know what I'm saying? Because women are sitting there watching sports just because we're watching sports. You know what I'm saying? And they're sitting there, they're learning the game, they learning the rules. So how about you embrace the things that they want to do as well? All right, I'm off my soapbox. All right, that was it. That was it. That was it. That was I had to talk to the fellas real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because
Play this.
the
Map this
the
right
the,
out.
the
I
ladies
I
are
think
doing those things. You know what I'm saying? The ladies are they're watching sports. They're smoking cigars. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't
Like
smoking
they
a cigar. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna smoke a cigar.
Them
I
bitches
probably
stink.
won't smoke a cigar.
But I'll still go
But
yo,
to
I
you
mean,
because that
I'm going to
motherfucker
the
tastes.
basketball game. You know, I'm going to the game. I'm watching the game.
I'll go to a cigar lounge and have some whiskey while you smoke your cigar.
You know what? Yup. Got that. Cause
yeah, that's
that
my
cigar
wife.
gonna get cracked.
She'll go and
That's
she'll
around
have some
me.
bourbon, but she not smoking a cigar.
No.
But
But I don't know. I think the biggest thing is just reciprocation. Again, same
hmm
thing that pop
yeah,
up. Like it's like you can't expect something that you're not giving.
Exactly. Exactly.
like you have to really when you get into a relationship, um, and this is for every person who's going to jump into a relationship. Understand that when you met a person, they had their own pre things that they enjoy doing, their peaceful space. You have to enjoy their peaceful space with them in order for you to have your peaceful space later
Yes.
on. Like me and Nisha went to the botanical gardens down in DC.
Was it
Now,
nice? I wanna go.
nothing about me says botanist. You know what I'm saying? I could give a shit less about plants, but I know she likes plants.
Pick a rose,
So
dog.
we went, and to be quite honest, I had a great fucking time. I had a great time enjoying something that she liked.
Hmm.
Not I had a great time because I learned shit about plants. I didn't. But watching her in her element, I was like, you know what? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when we leave, sky's the limit for me. I just let her be in her element. She was naming plants and shit, and I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck knows this shit? But when we left, we went and had a nice dinner. At home was peaceful. At home was happy. Because the same way that women are doing these things for men to make them happy, guys do the same thing. Reciprocate. I don't know if you've heard it enough on this show, but we've said it multiple fucking times. Reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody exactly what you want them to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
And to circle back, now you start to see what people are bringing to the table, because you know what, financially bringing to the table, that shit is old. If you ain't grown enough to fucking make your own money, then you ain't grown up to date. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, oh, I would date you, but I can't afford to get a haircut. Nigga, fuck you. Move on. You know what I'm saying? You talking small shit. I'm talking, women are talking future shit. You know what I'm saying? Women are talking about, you know what I'm saying, where are we gonna be in 10 years? You know what I'm saying? What type of moves you plan on making today that's gonna set us up later on? Because women don't want the bullshit no more, guys.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care how big your dick is. They don't care. If you slinging 5 inches of 24, they don't give a fuck.
No, let's not say we don't care. let's not throw that away altogether. Let's not say we don't care.
Shut the hell up.
Because we care. That we care.
No, really. I feel like if somebody is like
saying,
if somebody not good, I don't care how good it is, you gotta fucking bounce, yo. I just had a conversation with somebody that I know today, and I'm like, that motherfucker ain't shit. And I'm like, she like, all he good for is dick. I'm like, bitch, and there's plenty of more dick out there. The fuck?
Plenty.
Like you'll find another one.
All right, fellas, you still gotta sling something. I'm just saying. I thought it was,
Yeah, but it's not like none of that stuff. None of those things can outweigh like who you are as a person, your character, your drive. You know, I feel like none of that stuff is you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't with y'all. Yo, for real. Um
What are even though we're still on this subject, what are things that, I mean, we talked about some of them. What do you think, like, outside of woman making money, what does a man want a woman to bring to the table? And if you're in a chat if you're a man, let us know what y'all look for in women to bring to the table.
So my expectation of what a woman brings to the table is um like some of the things you said. Are you know what I'm saying, are you nurturing? Which means basically for a man, it's, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in my low point, you know what I'm saying, how are you gonna help me move, you know what I'm saying, navigate that low point?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm angry, how can you bring me down at one or two levels? You ain't got to bring me down to zero, but how can you bring me down from being so angry that I want to punch somebody in the face? Because
Right.
that's what a man is. You know what I'm saying? These are things that men think of all the time. You know what I'm saying? When they're mad, they want to hit something. How can you say, you know what, baby, everything's gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like, can
saying?
you calm a man down?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Act level headed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when your man has a stressful day, you know what I'm saying? Are you willing to rub his back for him? You know what I'm saying? Is it all about you, or is it gonna be about him sometime as well?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
had a really good friend of mine, and I pray he watches this show because we used to call things we used to call them Sunjiisms. Um, and he told me one time, and it really woke me up. He said, "Men want a woman for things that they can't do for themselves, and women want a man for things that they don't want to do for themselves." And I was sitting there,
Facts. That's some facts. That's a
and
damn gem right there.
I was like 3 beers and 4 cups of liquor in, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I was like,
My whole You just
yeah.
explained my whole fucking life to me in a sentence.
Yeah.
So when a man comes to you, think about the things that a man can't do for himself.
I feel like you are right because I feel like sometimes men do struggle. Like growing up, some of them are taught to, don't show emotion, tough up, man up, you a man, don't
Mhm.
cry. I feel like women are emotional, like, so we are trying to teach y'all how to be more in tune with your emotions. When your
Mm-hmm.
emotions getting the best of you, maybe it's us that can keep you level headed, keep you grounded, to where it's like, help you process your emotions. And as women, like, yeah, like we the ones that are independent, like, we it's not like we not saying we don't want no independence. Yeah, it's like who don't want the independence, but it's like we don't want to feel like, oh, I have to protect myself at all times. Like, um you want someone to lead you instead of always being the strong one to do everything and make all the decisions too. You
Mhm.
know, so yeah, I definitely feel like we definitely want the things that I definitely feel like either that we lack or that we don't want to do.
Like, for
Our,
example, in my house, right? This, I don't, and I use the word allow really lightly, ladies. So don't everybody throw shit at the fucking computer. Um, I use this word really lightly. I don't allow Nisha to take the trash out. Now, can she do it? Sure. She has two fucking physically able legs and she has two physically able arms. She can carry the trash. I don't want her to do that
mm,
because I know of all the things that a woman could possibly think of what I want to do today, taking the trash out to the damn dumpster is not one of them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I can't, like, women have gone into this. I'm going to use my body and sex to lure a man in. Ladies, I'm gonna help y'all out real quick. A man could jerk his dick and think about any woman on this planet. You are not impressing him with that shit.
yeah.
It's not impressive. I promise you. The oil fucking will definitely um show the same fucking signs as a woman's wet. You know what the hell I'm saying?
Getting a little rated R in here. It's like,
A little bit. But what a man can't do for himself, he can't scratch his own back. How about that? He can't rub his own shoulders. He can't tell
okay,
himself that everything's gonna be okay because
yeah,
he don't believe it. He don't believe himself on that. But if you say it to him, if you say, "Baby, you know what? I know you had a rough day, but tomorrow's gonna be okay." It means more coming from you than if he sat in the mirror for 2.5 hours and told himself, "Tomorrow gonna be better. I know today was fucked up." Men need a woman to
reassure
bring them
them.
back down to earth, reassure them,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
bring them back down to earth. So for a lot of women, and I've noticed this And we had a whole other subject. We gonna touch base on another show. Fuck that shit. Because we don't the gambit is here. Women will look at men and go, you know what? I can entice him with my body. That means he's gonna stay forever. Ladies, I love you all. I think you all have great bodies in your own right. But let me tell you, there is 50 million women with other great bodies on social media. I
Yeah,
promise you.
yeah, but like, do you feel like those things can be taught to a woman though? Like, I just had a conversation with someone today, and I feel like they struggle with feeling it's a woman. I feel like they struggle with their worth as a woman, like, meaning,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, look, like most men, I'm not gonna say like a woman don't need to have drive and stuff like that. Cause like I seen this post today where they was like, men, what is something what is like the number one thing that turn you off about women? And you only had a few that said something about women making money. But I feel like most of the things that like turn men off about women is like either being disrespectful, not being nurturing, not being reassuring,
Hmm.
those type of things. So I was trying to explain to the woman that I was talking to today that it's like, okay, you might not be where you want to be, but it's like you get up every day and you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do for your children. Like you're very
Hmm.
nurturing, very loving. You're very reassuring. Anytime somebody come around you, you take care of them. Like you respect your elders. Like you see an old lady walking or old man, you're gonna stay. I don't care if it took 5 minutes for them to walk with their cane. You're gonna stand there and hold the door for them because that's how you are raised. And I'm like, everyone does not have those type of qualities that I feel like men look for. Like
Yeah.
so to me, it's like, all right, stop beating yourself up because you got some women that think that like, oh, just because I'm pretty, or I got a nice
Mm-hmm.
body, that's all I need to attract a man. But it's like you might not have certain principles and qualities that were instilled in you. You got women that feel like their body or how pretty they are is equivalent to a man supposed to pay all my bills, but it's like you're not doing anything. You don't know how to cook, clean. You don't know how to reassure him when he's down. You don't know how to cut back when it's time to budget because money funny. You disrespect his mother or his family. Like I
I'm
just
still with
I
y'all. I'm
feel
stepping away
like
for a second. I'm gonna step away for it. I'm still with y'all though.
okay, yeah, you feel what I'm saying, Angie? Though, like I feel
Yeah.
like not every woman possess those type of qualities. And I mean, honestly, I really can't say that some of those things can be taught. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like those days is over with. I feel like you have people that it's instilled in them, and I feel like anybody it's instilled in them, they're gonna instill it into their children. But then you got some that don't. Just like me being a hairstylist, I know when like people's kids are raised right versus when they're not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like when I see people, kids be like, "Hey, Miss Bridget, can I get a water or can I get a piece of candy, please?" Like, I'll be like,
Hmm.
"Sure." Like, because I know, like, clearly you was raised right, and that makes me have a lot of respect for their mother, father, whatever. So I definitely feel like it's people
Hmm.
out here that has those qualities, and I feel like anyone who has them, naturally, they're going to pass them down. You
Hmm.
know,
As you
but
should.
it's safe to say that there are definitely some people out there that don't have those qualities. And honestly, I
Hmm.
don't feel like in adulthood, specifically like women, I don't think some of those things can be taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like especially over a certain age,
Yeah,
if you didn't hit 30 and you still think that your body is going to be what, is going to get you to where you need to go, then you probably going to think like that for the rest of your life until that shit either drop or you pay enough money so then it don't drop.
yeah,
It's
But
so
yeah.
the don't get me wrong, ladies. We love when you do yourselves up, get pretty. We appreciate it, but that's not the end all be all
Hmm.
because pretty will attract us, but what's keeping us? You know what I'm saying? What's giving us the reason to stay? And pretty ain't it. Cause pretty, and I don't mean no disrespect, pretty come a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, can we
What
laugh?
don't
Can we
come a,
have fun?
you know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Yeah. Can we sit there and just be fucking goofy for a moment?
Right.
Right.
Can we sit
Are
and be
you
quiet for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
or are you too fucking pretty to be goofy? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I sat there and ran around the damn parking garage one day. And my wife was running behind me with the damn camera because I was being goofy. And she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be goofy with you, but I'm gonna record you being goofy.
Mm-hmm.
There's women who are like, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm you want to run around the parking garage, I'm gonna let you run.
They
Yeah.
call you
But
corny.
you have to really, everybody has to say, you know what, this is what brought me to the table, but what's gonna keep me at the table? What's gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep you at the table?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? For every guy that makes $1, there's a guy that makes 12. So if you think that how much money you make is what's going to keep the table going, it's not. It's not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Money will bring you to the table, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a whole slew of things. And if y'all weren't listening, I need y'all to start back from the beginning of this segment to realize that women want a whole lot more out of you than just your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
For real.
saying? You can make 1 million, but if you make 1 million and you slap her in her face just because you dropped the fucking glass on the floor and broke it, how long you think you're gonna keep her? No matter how much money you fucking make.
We're going to fight. I'm going to take my million. Shit.
The fuck out you.
And there goes the crazy right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. Buy me some nice
Yeah.
makeup to cover up that black eye.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
I'm
it's
sorry, Lord.
more it's more to being in a relationship than what people are saying. And I think social media has really played a part in making people think that a relationship is all about money or a relationship is all about, oh, we doing fancy things, we driving fancy cars. What
Yeah. We look
happens
good
at
together.
home? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What happens at home? I
Right. What
watched
happens behind the camera when the camera's off?
I watched the clip and everybody gave this woman the blues, and rightfully she deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
She was on vacation with her husband, and her caption was, "He don't realize it, but this is our last vacation. I already drew up the divorce papers for when we get home."
Damn.
Oh,
And I'm like,
oh.
so not only are you setting yourself up for, damn, we was just happy and now we here, but you think you're the only one that sees that caption? He's gonna see it too.
True.
He's gonna be like, she was playing me the whole fucking time we was on vacation, happy, living it up. They was on a fucking speedboat.
Well, do we know like the backstory though? Like how you know he wasn't cheating, had a baby and side bitch and shit, and she like, yeah,
If
he
he
trying to up, but little did his ass know he got a
if he
fucking
was doing
side.
all that shit, right, she should rightfully fucking get rid of him. But why get rid of him and embarrass him at the same time?
I mean, if
Yeah,
he deserve it, then yeah.
I'm
But
not a fan of airing people out on social media.
I'm not. I feel like your personal life is personal.
Right.
When you keep things, and I know a young lady who, you know what I'm saying, who works really hard at keeping her personal life personal. I ain't gonna say no names. Um, but even when she could air a motherfucker out,
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Gracious.
And when I say that, if she had aired this motherfucker out, it anybody who watched the show would probably sit there and go, "I'm not fucking with this nigga." But she
Yeah.
doesn't air. No, saying she doesn't air his business out. She takes care of that shit in the private life.
Right.
So yes, he might have fucking deserved all of that shit, every fucking bit of it. He might have deserved all of uh, the divorce papers and all that shit. First of all, if you're gonna divorce somebody, why you going on vacation with them and then posting, "I'm gonna divorce him when we get back home"? Just divorce him. Like, why? Because there's nothing worse than a man thinking that everything's okay and then getting hit with a sledgehammer.
Men do that shit too. Men do that shit.
Elaborate.
I know somebody. A man like I know somebody. They had like a little breakup. They got back together. He like, oh, I love you so much. Da, 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 da. Just want my family. Da, da, da. They get back together. One day she go to work. She come home. The nigga and his shit was gone out of nowhere. Didn't even see it coming. So men be doing shit like that. Start a whole new family and
Yeah.
shit. Like men do that shit too.
Yeah. I have a really close friend who was in who no, they didn't break they decided to, actually not break up, but they were, in a relationship. He, loving her daughter and all of that stuff, blah blah blah. They got an apartment, and then they living in the apartment for maybe like 6 7 months. Now all of a sudden he want to break up. What?
Yeah.
She may
Like,
have done something in like
sir.
month 5 or 6 that made it want to. No, no. Mm-mm.
I mean, if that's the case, then y'all should have had a lot more conversation between before moving in with each other, before signing a 1 year lease.
Right.
Yo, Bridget. Yo, that look that you give. I know any dude that has never dealt with you, when he sees that look, he should know I done fucked up, yo.
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been able to control my facial expressions. It's horrible.
It'd be like that.
I don't know.
Bridget has given me that look on multiple fucking.
Swerve in the corner.
Cause like, huh? Like, no, we're not about to sit here and act like we don't know what sis been through. That nigga probably pulled her through the mud. Probably did all
But
type of shit. She probably like, I'm gonna enjoy this last motherfucking vacation to wrap
Exactly.
it up.
Exactly. I'm going. Fuck. What
but
I'm gonna
that
waste
could
my
have
money
been
for? I'm
her.
going.
That could have been her. Fuck a nigga vacation, and she could have did that shit by herself. Why do that though?
I mean, I don't know the situation, so I'm not gonna sit here and like fucking hypothetically say that he's the bad guy. But I just feel like a lot of times people put shit on social media and people tend to jump into people's relationships and have no fucking clue of really
Yeah,
what the fuck
that's
is
true.
going on. You know,
That's
so
true.
I mean, am I mad at her for doing it? No, because we don't know what the fuck she been through in that marriage, and if she been through some shit to the point where she wanted to say goodbye to this marriage, because that's not something that people easily just do. Clearly, sis needed a goddamn vacation. Nigga
From her
probably got
life.
out.
I wish I had that damn video clip because she was
I
living
don't
the
know.
fucking. She was living la vida loca. She was enjoying
Hey
that shit up.
yo.
Shit. Motherfucker play with me a whole marriage. Who knows? I'm not saying that's what he did, but he be like, oh, we're going here. Okay, cool. Bitch,
Let's go.
still getting left.
And
Let
you and
me
he
ask
paying for
y'all
it.
this.
I ain't paying for shit. He paying for it.
Huh?
Let me ask y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your breaking point?
In a marriage?
Yeah, in a marriage.
cheating,
I ain't
not
talking about
Yeah.
some shit where we could just be like, it's over and we walk our separate ways. I'm talking, it takes legal fucking documents. In a marriage, what would be your breaking point?
cheating, not being heard. If I'm like, if I'm literally expressing how I feel about something and you blatantly
Ooh.
just not, I feel like I'm not being heard, I'm not being seen. Um, I
Yeah.
like I just, if you change, if you change to
Yeah.
someone that I don't like anymore, like,
Yeah.
um, yeah, like I don't
Hey,
know if you're not trying, if it's
Infidelity,
one sided,
theft.
if I'm pulling more fucking slack than you are, like yeah, I don't know.
mm,
It would take me a lot because I feel like if I was to marry someone, like I don't know, like a part of me, like I don't think that I would ever be that type of person that would like quickly get married, neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like even if I got engaged, I feel like I could stay engaged for like a few years. Like, I would like to see certain things about people before I like fully, like, what's the word? Join my life with them. But I'm not saying like I would give up on a marriage easily, but if it's a consistent thing of years and years and it's like I'm not feeling seen, I'm not feeling heard. It feels
Mm-hmm.
like we're growing separately. It feels like we're just
Mm-hmm.
tolerating each other. Like it don't like like if it don't, yeah, like and I'm not saying that would be on my part because but it's like if somebody change, if
mm.
somebody start
So
switching up, what you want me to do?
yeah. So I feel like for mine,
Even
something
though
that something that I'm a straight in the marriage over is cheating. I'm straight leaving you off rip. I'm
yeah,
leaving you.
yeah,
Now, I feel like there are certain things that can be worked on. Like if it's a situation that we can take the therapy,
yeah,
cool. Let's take it to therapy. If I suggest therapy and you say no, I'm divorcing you.
yeah,
Oh shit! God
If
damn.
I suggest therapy, we go to therapy and it's still not working, and we're trying and it's still not working, then we should get divorced. If we
right.
go to therapy and I'm the only one taking it serious and you're not, then I'm divorcing you.
Yeah, like that. I feel that way too, Angie. Like when I say the things like I'm consistently not feeling seen or not feeling heard, and we doing the work as as a couple, and it's like we doing therapy, and it's still not. You're still not comprehending where I don't
Hmm.
feel seen or I don't feel heard, or vice
Hmm.
versa. Like I feel like that point, like, what are you talking to, a wall? Like because you
Yeah.
just feeling like your needs aren't being met. You're gonna feel like it's one sided. You know,
Hmm.
a relationship is never supposed to feel one sided. Because how is that a partnership? How does that feel like you're being supportive of me and the things I'm going through or the things I'm trying to do?
Hmm.
So um I would definitely take steps and I would be patient because people go through different phases in their lives. Some people might lose their mother at a point in time and then you start grieving and then it's like you might fall short in a relationship because of the fact that you're grieving. If you're in a marriage, you're going to grow and go through a lot of different things that's going to test y'all.
Hmm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
patience is definitely there. Love is patient, love is kind. But
Hmm.
it's like, okay, I'm gonna be patient, I'm gonna give you that time. But also it's like, okay, if it gets to a point where I can't get through to you, then we have to bring someone outside of our marriage in it to help mediate it. And if you still ain't understanding, you still ain't comprehending, you're still not willing to work and do the work to fix it and get our marriage back to a good place, then what am I supposed to do? And I'm not saying someone do this like in a short period of time, but you got women that be like, I was married for 20 years and I should have been left. Like, and it's like, damn, you wasted 20 years of your life. Or you got some people,
Yeah.
or men too, because I don't like to say women, but you got some people be like, she, because that was something I did hear recently. Somebody that I know, parents got divorced and the father was consistently talked down to, even though he was the provider and the protector, and
Mm-hmm.
man should do. And his woman was like, what's the word? It's called, I don't want to say the wrong word. Is it demasculating him or whatever?
Yeah, emasculating,
Emasculate.
emasculating.
Yeah.
Like
Emasculate.
she basically would talk to him like he wasn't shit, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually that was something he kept coming to his wife about, and she kept, you know, talking to him crazy, even though it's like he's doing everything on his end. And eventually it's
Mm-hmm.
like, all I can do is walk away, you know? So I feel like it happens on both parts. I feel like you definitely shouldn't leave a marriage unless it's something serious, like without therapy. But if it's like, okay, you cheat and you get someone pregnant, or if I find out you cheating with a man that might not need therapy,
God
What?
it
damn.
might be, you know,
God
walk
damn.
away, be with who you want to be with.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave you so
Walk away.
quick.
But I just feel like in marriages, it's a lot of different things. It's a lot of different situations that could test a marriage. And it's some things that it's like, it can be worked out, and some things that can't be worked out, you know?
Mhm.
Definitely you shouldn't just be quick to like up and leave because, you know, depending on the situation, like if it is something that can be worked out, because that really is like questionable. Like, did you ever really love me? Like, you know, is this
Yeah.
really for better or for worse? You know, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're supposed to be there through, you know, better or through worse. But it's like it can't be 10 years of just worse, you know.
Worse.
Right.
Exactly.
And now I'm
Right.
feeling like, damn, like, you know, I'm suffering and this ain't fair to me, and I deserve happiness too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I agree with both of y'all. I mean, even though Angie was like, I'm gonna kill you. I agree with both of y'all. There's certain things that are unforgivables
Mm-hmm.
in a marriage. Um, some unforgivables take time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can forgive you today. Maybe 2 years I can forgive you, but over the course of 10 years, I can't do it. There's some unforgivables that happen immediately. And Bridget, you hit the nail on the head. If your man is fucking another man, I think that's kind of today unforgivable. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the end of the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope for most women that would
Or
be
when
the
you're
end of
shit
a
on the
marriage.
I
lawn.
mean,
You know
it's,
what I'm saying?
and I'm not gonna say it's not like, well, I mean, I would say
No,
you
that's
forgive and
that's
I hold a grudge. I'm saying like that's no convincing. Like I'm not gonna convince you to like me when you clearly like men.
Like men.
You know what I'm saying?
oh my bad.
Why you do that?
Oh, because
God.
Are you rushing, Don?
oh my
I mean,
bad,
I'm
y'all.
just saying, like, I mean, we in 2025. There's all types of shit that's going on. So I'm just
Right.
Oh,
stating the some of the facts that happen. So it's like, yeah, it's certain things that, like, you know, like even if your partner, like, you know, we seen it on that what's that movie, Acrimony or whatever, where the man had
Mm-hmm.
his, he was like, I'm getting this patent, and you know, and it's like she's being patient
Yeah.
because it's like she wants to believe in this dream, you know, so I feel like it's certain things like it will test the marriage, and definitely, you know, if you take your vows, you know, like the Bible says, love is patient, love is kind, you know, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you got to go through those storms with them, but it's only so long. I'm not gonna say quickly give up on it, but you can't be sitting there wasting 10 years of your life with someone that's like it feel like you in it by yourself.
Yeah.
so so let me elaborate on my oh, um if I don't I don't have a problem with the homosexual crowd.
Okay.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we stopped. Oh, I didn't even realize. No, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
God said, "Shut up." Like,
No, for real. God was like, listen, that's all you need to say. That's all you gotta say. You're putting yourself in
That's
a
some
hole.
bullshit. Can you hear me now?
like, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, I don't have a problem with the homosexual crowd. You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I'm saying? Live your life to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
But don't, and this is for both men and women, don't pull somebody into your realm that you're not willing to fill. What I mean by that is don't live a double life. If you're going to be
I agree.
if you're going to be gay across the board, men, women, be gay.
Be gay. I
But
agree.
do not take a woman or a man into your realm thinking, and they're thinking you're about me, and really you don't have any interest in just being with them because you really want to be with the same sex, not the
Yeah.
opposite sex.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I feel like it's a part of that. Oh, I'm too scared to come out the closet, so let me put on this image of I have
Nah.
At
Mm-mm.
that point, be alone.
that's the shit that I just don't respect. I just like you said, Don.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's nothing wrong with being gay, but don't ever take that option away from someone. Like,
Right.
be honest with the person you're dealing with, because not only is it not fair to them, because then ultimately it's gonna have them questioning themselves once they find out,
Exactly.
but you also risking their lives by any type of sexual, anytime you cheat, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you putting them at risk to diseases and all types of shit, not
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
either way. You know what I'm saying? Either
Yeah.
way, like cheating, period. But I just don't believe in that double life thing where it's like you're not giving someone that option. That's very selfish and it's not fair. That's the shit that I don't agree with. I don't care who
Yeah.
someone is sexually attracted to, like living your truth. Because if the thing is, it's like if you like men or if you like women, like you know what I'm saying, like what you like, that's not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? So why
Right.
Mm-hmm.
put a front onto the world? You know what I'm saying? When it's in reality, you shouldn't give a fuck about what people think anyway. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's gonna be a lot of shit that other people do that you don't like, but you don't care. So why are you
Right.
letting what makes you happy? Why are you letting people dictate that? Like, because what it looks like to them or what it looks like to the world. But don't sit there and play with someone, you know, and not give them that option of like whether they want to accept you for that or not. Like that's
Yeah.
not fair.
And
Like
then ruin somebody else's life in the meantime.
Right.
be your authentic self. And this is with everything that we said today for the whole show. Be your authentic self. Stop pretending to be something that you're not
Mm-hmm.
just for your own purposes,
Right.
Yeah.
your own selfish purposes. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Be who the hell you are. Um, if you're a narcissistic person, find somebody else who's narcissistic and y'all can just do that shit for fucking
Never.
all day.
What the fuck type of relationship would that be?
Oh, I know that
Toxic.
relationship. We'll talk about it. I know exactly what the hell that relationship looks like. It, it's
Yeah,
it's it's uh it's a battle of the fucking punches.
I
I
can't
knew
imagine.
that relationship. I knew two people who was in that exact same relationship, and the chick that was narcissistic was knocked the fuck out on the floor because her narcissistic man
Oh.
was a
Oh,
little
at her match,
was
huh?
stronger than her.
Oh.
At her match, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they fought, and she found out that she could be narcissistic all she want, but she ain't fighting a motherfucking man.
Right.
Um, but be who the fuck you are, and stop hiding who you are. Like the ladies on this show, guys. If you don't listen to anything on the show, the ladies have given you the fucking roadmap to what you need to be,
What?
not who you need to say you are, but who you need to be to find a good woman. Ladies, I have told y'all time and fucking time again. It ain't all about what you're trying to present, it's who you actually are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can present the fucking world to a man. But if you're not gonna be that, don't present that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've listened to you and Angie and Bridge. I've listened to y'all tell guys in your own roundabout way, like just be a man. Be a man of honor, be a man of valor, be a man who's gonna be a gentleman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't say it. Just do it.
I mean, when like men are not scared to say what they want in a woman. Like, why can't we want men?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't be scared. Say what the fuck. So on this show, you two speak for every woman watching this show. You speak, you tell the things that they can't say. And if these guys are sitting there thinking that, oh, if I show up with a wad of 20s, I win the game. No, you
20s.
don't. Fuck that money. Because I'm showing y'all two women who make their own motherfucking money every goddamn day. They don't need your money. Not now.
I'll take it, but I don't need it.
Thank you. You said what I was gonna say. Will your money help out? Sure. But if your money is never there, are they gonna be homeless? Nah. What they need is your security. What they need is you to help them feel like I don't have to be hard. I can go ahead and relax and be a princess or a queen once that ring gets on the finger, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Move the princess to a queen. But they know that once I get to that place, I can chill. I don't have to open a car door. I don't have to open a motherfucking door when I'm walking out of the goddamn restaurant. Yes, we may have paid for the meal. We together paid for the meal, but you pulled the card out of your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that joint account that we talked about before. That joint, you know what I'm saying? That joint fun account.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I don't have to worry about. I can't get a joint account with this motherfucker because he owe $6,000 in child support, and they might seize the whole fucking account, or he ain't paid his taxes in 22 years, and they might seize the whole account. We can do things together. You know what I'm saying? We can build on this thing together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the things that I say is things that women may have looked at me early in life and were like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you got child support. Yeah, I got a lot of child support. I ain't got that shit no more though, player. My kids are grown.
My kids are grown.
My kids are grown like a motherfucker. But when you look at a woman and say, what does she bring to the table? Understand, what do you bring to the table? What baggage are you sitting on the table that she might have to deal with? Do you got the crazy baby mama? Because no matter what she brings to the table, your crazy baby mama gonna fuck that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can everybody sit down at a fucking at a table and have a good dinner and just chill because you didn't date crazies and had got crazy pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Can your wife or your, you know what I'm saying, your future wife reach out to your baby mom and be like, you know what? We're having something at the house this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know if I don't want to go through him to talk to you. I want to talk to you directly, but that's grown up shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when grown-ups can talk to each other.
Right.
But guys, when you fuck with the chick who you thought just had a big ass and a cute smile, and you got her pregnant, and you found that she was batshit fucking crazy, what woman do you want to come behind that? Because now she's dealing with your batshit craziness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? These are the things that guys don't think about that we really do need to. Fuck what she bringing to the table. What did you bring to the table that might disrupt her life?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to beat up on the guys. First of all, when I talk to y'all, I'm talking about past experience. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a knuckleheaded baby moms. Lord knows I did. Well, because even though my child is over 18, she's still a knuckleheaded baby moms.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to create all types of strife in my life with my new relationships. So, what are you bringing into these women's lives? Period.
Yeah.
Because women bring some fucked up baby daddies too. Don't get me wrong.
I ain't got no baby daddy.
She ain't got no baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Neither do I.
Right.
I have a cat daddy.
That's crazy enough. The cat be all over the damn place.
She's very
But
crazy.
I wish I could. There's not a guy. I don't think there's a guy that tunes into our show that could really, you know what I'm saying, appreciate what I'm getting ready to say. One of my co-hosts is in a full-blown happy goddamn relationship. Stop fucking reaching out on the damn show for her. She's happy. The other one sees your bullshit.
All right.
So if you're gonna come to her, come correct. You know what I'm saying? My co-hosts are the shit. Don't be on this damn show acting silly. Bridget is single, but she ain't looking for just any and every goddamn body. She's looking for the one. So if your ass ain't the one, don't reach out. Angie ain't looking for none of y'all motherfuckers. She has found the one. And even though she don't think he taller than he is,
Oh my gosh.
that's my dude.
Bro, Bridget, Brandon, Don, when he saw Brandon the other day, mind you, he's always talking, Brandon, oh, he's such a big guy. This is
That
such a
nigga
large
big as
guy.
shit, yo.
Bridget, they're the same size.
No, he was an inch taller, and that was a big fucking inch. Fuck that shit.
I will put it out there. You know what I am looking for, though? Another job. Who hiring?
True.
So I'm just looking out there. If anybody knows, networking.
Just in case somebody is hired. Ladies, y'all ain't checking for me, but trust me and believe, I'm happily fucking married. Happily fucking married. When I tell you I wake up happy, I go to sleep happy, I sleep with happiness every fucking day.
And we love that for you.
Everybody needs to find it. We've had some people who really contributed to the show tonight. I want to give them some shout out. Blow TV, of course. You know what I'm saying? Marlon has contributed quite a bit. Who's Marlon, male, female? Help me out.
I'm the male. That's my brother. Yeah. That's
okay, male. Oh my God. So the fact that, wait. I need to give a fucking super shout out. Marlon has not only contributed, but has some really strong points. And we only really get those kind of strong points from women. So the fact that a man was doing that, yo, shout out, dude. My dude. Please tune in every week because I need all the help I can fucking get with these two ladies. Please tune in every week. We will see y'all next Wednesday. Same bat time. Around the same time. Same channel, though. Do us a favor if you enjoyed the show. Please like it, subscribe, and share it with as many people as you can. We need to get our view hours up. You don't pay us, but we trying to get YouTube to pay us. So help us get our view hours up. Share it as many people as you can on your social media platforms. If you're on Facebook, it's the easiest probably. Just copy the link, share it on Facebook, and get all your people to watch it. Or you know what I'm saying? This was a whole nother topic we're gonna talk about next week. We ain't get a chance to touch base on it because these two topics, shit.
Mhm.
Anyway, in the meantime, in between time, folks, we love y'all for real.
Love y'all.
Be easy. Next Wednesday, 8:15 ish. Come join us. Later.